calling all Metal Gear fans. It's finally coming to the big screen, guys.
And Christopher Nolan is ticked off at Warner Brothers.
What else is new? That and more. Movie Minds. Hey guys, this is Ish.
And this is Ant.
We're Movie Minds, where we keep you up to date with all the movie news, reviews, and some shows.
And guys, follow us on all our social media platforms, guys. We appreciate all the likes, all the subscriptions, everything you do for us. Please follow us, Facebook. You know the deal. Facebook, Instagram, all that good stuff.
Yeah, let's go on to Worthy Mentions.
Worthy Mentions. Brother, it is a beautiful day in the neighborhood because it's Spider-Man's neighborhood. And it's a great, great feeling to know that Alfred Molina, the Dr. Ock from Spider-Man 2, the Tobey Maguire films, the Sam Raimi directed films, is coming back to the Spider-Man universe, to the Tom Holland universe. It was reported by Collider that this was going to happen absolutely for sure, that Alfred Molina's back as Ock, man. What do you think?
Well, Spider-Man 2 is one of the greatest comic book movies of all time. Doc Ock is probably my second favorite villain on the Spider-Man universe. He's awesome. His intellect is his true weapon. I cannot wait to see what they do with this, but that's not all there is, right?
No, it was also reported that Tobey Maguire, the Spider-Man of my heart, of my childhood, is also coming back. He's in talks. There's nothing set. There's nothing official yet, but they are talking to him. So Marvel is definitely in talks with him. The only one that is also coming back, but is already set to be back, is Kirsten Dunst, which is, great because she was the Mary Jane of that universe. And so we already know that Jamie Foxx as Electro's coming back as well. So they're getting everybody back, guys. It's still left to be known whether Andrew Garfield is coming back, and maybe
rumor though.
Maybe a couple of other characters. Nothing official yet, though. But you would think that maybe Andrew Garfield is coming back because of Electro. Electro is in the Andrew Garfield world when it comes to Spider-Man.
So they're definitely going to do Spider-Verse, right? This is what they're doing, right? Tom Holland is going to meet all of his predecessors, and all the villains thereof, and it's going to be a freaking crazy show. What the crazy movie? What the hell?
Well, what I read is the idea for this whole new Spider-Man, and the reason why they're putting back also Benedict Cumberbatch is coming out to Doctor Strange. I think he's going to serve kind of like a Tony Stark kind of actor there for him, which is going to be great because he needs that still. He's still a young guy. But what I think they're going to do is they're going to do something to the level of what they did in Endgame, like to bring everybody back, to open up this whole new world, because here we come with a bunch of new characters, guys. We got the Eternals coming back. We got, all these new movies coming out of characters that we don't know. Moon Knight.
What do you want to go
Moon Knight. Moon Knight's coming out with Oscar. I mean, there's so many things that are going on in the Marvel universe that honestly, guys, just as excited as I was back when the Tony Stark days, I am excited now for what's going on with Spider-Man. Look, man, Tobey Maguire to me is a big deal.
Yeah, dude.
He doesn't do very many films.
I know, exactly. Dude, that's his thing though. Like, he got put on a map for the world to see because of Spider-Man.
But he gets upset. He gets upset because I've heard rumors, right? But that he doesn't like when people call him the Spider-Man. He doesn't like to be typecasted. Because to some degree he did. He did to some degree. But he still did great movies after. I mean, he came out in The Great Gatsby. He did a film with Natalie Portman and Jake Gyllenhaal. I don't remember what it's called. It was so good. A chess movie as well. I just don't remember the names, but I watched the movies and they were all great. Tobey Maguire is a really great actor, guys. For him to come back and for him to say yes, it's going to cost them a little bit of money, dude.
Oh, I bet, dude. But hey, man, they don't have Avengers coming out. There's a lot of movies in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that I feel there's an empty void with Black Panther up in the air.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things that I don't see like, oh, I got to see this. But this became a must-see. This is my Avengers. This is my Endgame, man. Like, I would give up the whole Marvel Cinematic Universe just to keep Spider-Man. So I can't wait to see what's going on.
That's right. We will see what happens.
All
But
right,
those
guys.
are your worthy mentions.
Yeah, guys. All right, so let's go on to hot tops.
Hot tops.
Guys, this is an exciting, passionate topic of mine. Oscar Isaac has been announced as Solid Snake in Jordan Vought's Roberts' action movie Metal Gear, currently in development at Sony Pictures.
That's right.
Guys, Metal Gear Solid is a game that was introduced to me when I was like 12 years old or something like that. It's a 33-year-old game. It's been around for decades. And this is some exciting news. It stirred up the pot. And man, with Oscar Isaac being on board, what do you think of the possibilities of this film being an actual Oscar contender? The very first video game Oscar contender in history.
You know, I really don't think that video games ever get really nominated for the Oscars. I don't think this is going to be any different, to be quite honest with you. Yes, it's Oscar Isaacs. Absolutely. Great actor. The movie, the video game is set. It's about one of the soldiers' name's Snake, and he infiltrates one of these nuclear kind of weapon facilities where, obviously, the United States are always at war with one of these countries. I was a kid. I don't remember how old I was, but I remember it was back in 1998, I believe, when the video came out. And I remember getting the PlayStation, right? And it was that gray PlayStation. You guys remember it? The first one.
Classic.
And Metal Gear Solid came out. Guys, this was the first time that I had seen graphics to that level and maneuvering your player the way that it maneuvered. And the bosses were hard. I spent hours trying to pass that game. And it was so fulfilling when I did. I even remember right now, it was like dawn at the end because there were different endings to certain things. But it was so cool. Guys, I love the fact that Oscar Isaac is playing this. He is being everything. I mean, from Apocalypse to Poe to Moon Knight to all these characters that he's playing. I just don't know why they're choosing him.
Because he's freaking awesome.
I mean, yes, but wow, I couldn't believe it.
He's just so freaking relatable. He has a charisma of him, like it's just natural. He's has a sex appeal for women, but also guys are really attracted to him in a sense of like he's a man's man. You know what I mean? And so he fills this void of. Well, come on, let's be real. Let's be real. We all have a little crush on.
All right.
He fills the role of a James Bond type character for the Latin community. He brings those essentials to roles, and someone like the role of Solid Snake, dude, it's perfect. His role within this, this character is like a James Bond, but with a little bit more rugged, a little bit more rough around the edges. He gives less dams, to be quite honest with you. And I could just say, man, going down memory lane with this game. I don't know how many of you actually like it. I posted it on my Facebook, and I got a few people around.
The picture looks great. The picture
looks perfect.
Yeah, it does.
The guy that did the art, and I'll post it right now. He actually did this months ago, if not a year ago or so.
Oh, before they even announced him.
Exactly.
That's great.
This is the second time he does this. He did it with Ahsoka Tano as well, with Rosario Dawson. And so
that was an easy one.
Yeah.
That one was an easy one.
True, but still, this guy has he's on a roll.
Not trying to hate, but it was.
He's definitely on a roll. This is a perfect casting for me. He has acting chops. He has charisma. The physicality that's going to take for this game to actually. This movie to actually get done. Man, he checks up.
Imagine though if it does win an Oscar though, that would be crazy in the video game world.
Honestly, if anything, look,
this does have a chance though because of the story.
That's exactly what I was about to say. The story in this whole franchise has a lot of philosophical undertones, and it has a message to say. The script could be very heavy, and a lot of themes that could kind of present themselves. To a broader audience, to be quite honest with you, with a lot of action and a lot of great drama. Like this video game is a movie. Like I think I really truly fell in love with cinematics because of this game when I was like 12 or 13.
Yeah, they were great.
And they were amazing. They were movie quality stuff. So the creator Hideo Kojima, you can't talk about this without
bringing him up. Absolutely, I was about to bring
genius. He's a freaking genius. This is something amazing. I actually have watched the video game, the original one, on YouTube, just like a regular movie. It's like 4 hours long, but I would suggest look up Metal Gear Solid gameplay. You'll love it, man.
So we'll see what happens. Oscar Isaac, congratulations, man. You're killing it. But
my gosh, Guatemalan forever.
That's right. And for your second hot top, we got Christopher Nolan news. Guys, it was reported by Variety and other news sources as well, is that he is a bit upset with Warner Brothers for putting all these theatrical movies straight to HBO Max, to streaming services. So there were 17 movies that are going to be set to be released by Warner Brothers, and all 17 are going to be on HBO Max. Guys, Ish, what do you think, man? Does Nolan have the right to be angry about this, given that there's a pandemic and that the only way that these studios are able to generate money is by doing this, man? Yes. Does he have a right to be angry?
So, yes, and a little bit of no. So I believe that Christopher Nolan, as a creator, remember when he signed contracts for these movies like Tenet and his other big films that he's probably working on right now, he signed a contract and he gets probably a cutoff. Right. He gets a part of that from theatrical releases and some income from that. But I don't believe that Christopher Nolan thinks like that. I think he's looking at it as like the pureness of the art of film. And he looks at it like they're betraying the artist. And I see that, and I take his point of view on those things, and I back him up. I think that truly he does have a point to these things as an artist, and I would hate to see someone at his caliber, an artist that comes in a lifetime, to be quite honest with you, to compromise his art. Okay, but my no, though, a little bit, is what you said about that question about this is how studios can make money, and we kind of called this. We called this a long time ago. So.
Yeah, well, he did say it was very, very messy. It was he felt like it was a switch and bait. You can't treat your filmmakers that give you, their projects and expect them to just feel okay with it at a moment's notice. And he says that, Warner Brothers kind of just let them know off the fly. And so these films do deserve to be experienced in the big screen set. And I agree.
Especially
and the fact of the matter is that these films would be experienced in the big screen had it been for COVID and all this that's going on right now. So I do, films like The Matrix, King Kong versus Godzilla, Suicide Squad, all of them are under Warner Brothers, and they're all going to be streamed through HBO Max. And I do understand where he's coming from. I feel the same way you do. I feel that, yes, there is a certain way to be able to let people know exactly what's going on. I almost feel like, to some degree, what happened with Dave Chappelle, there's another show, but you sign a contract and you know what's going to happen. You know that once you give your project over to the people that actually fund your film, they're able to do whatever they need to do to generate money for the company that they work for. In this case being Warner Brothers. HBO Max is a sister. They own HBO Max. I was going to say a sister company, but yeah. They own HBO Max. And so obviously they're going to release these films on HBO Max to try to better their streaming services. And not only that, but also because they see what's going on right now with Disney and the success of Netflix and all these things that have happened, they want to capitalize. And I don't blame them. I don't blame them for that. They have to make money. I'm sorry, Nolan. I love you, man. I think you're one of the best directors ever, but I disagree with you on this. But I do agree the fact that you should have gotten a little bit more of a notice, and perhaps also the fact that they should have been a little bit more sensitive to, releasing these films and really, figuring out a game plan. I know, the Dune film is also going to be HBO Max, and they're about to sue them. They are not suing them yet, but they're saying that they will if they don't come up. Yeah.
Yeah, it
With an
seems-
agreement. If they don't come up with an agreement, they're gonna sue.
Yeah, and I think that's more monetary, right? A monetary agreement, not that they were gonna release it on theaters first.
It's always about money, so
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah, so I don't necessarily disagree with the Dune thing. I think that because it's all the way towards the end of the year, I think there's more room for it. Maybe they could do some clauses where, you know, if the pandemic reaches a specific level of alert. I don't know if you guys know this, but there's different like stages within like the contaminated areas in the country, and so maybe they could go off of that whatever the CDC is saying, and hopefully they can manage something because Dune is a big film for Warner Brothers, humongous.
They have that one and Godzilla and King Kong Godzilla. They have over 300 million invested.
Man, Dune can be. I'm telling you, Dune can have the
another Oscar Isaac film.
Exactly. Thank you, Oscar. Dune is a franchise that can actually go the distance, guys. I'm talking about a new Star Wars on the horizon, and Warner Brothers has the ability to do this for a Star Wars for adults. Like, dude, come on, you're gonna want to really make sure that treat it right. And I kind of have this thing about it. Okay, out of everything else from the release, if you had to pick one of those films, which one would you pick? The Matrix, Space Jam. You want to see Space Jam?
No, I'm good.
King Kong.
I'm sorry, but I have to be very. To me, Matrix 4 is just I can't. I'm so anticipating that film. It's not even funny, man. It's like, oh my god, I dream about it. I want that thing to come out, and I don't care if I see it in theaters or right here in the comfort of my own home.
Me either, dude.
I'm gonna bring a projector, to be honest, on those days just to watch it on the big screen right here on my wall. I don't care, guys. I love movies and I miss them, and any way I can get them, I'll take them. So
I'm gonna have to roll my dice on Dune because I really do feel like there's a lot of potential there with the cast that they have, the writers that they have, the director that they have. It's just, oh my gosh, I can't wait.
We will see what happens.
Yeah, let us know what you guys would pick.
Guys, please subscribe. Guys, if there's one thing we can ask por please, por favor, is please press that subscribe button. We thank you guys for the views again. We thank you guys for all the likes. So we will now go to streaming and chilling. I will go. You want to go? You know what? You go first.
Mine's really short.
Yes.
I just wanted to put it out there, guys. I know some of you guys that are on social media that follow us. I know the crowd a little bit, so you guys, I know that you know the drama that's going on online. Yeah. And I don't want to talk about it too much, but I do want to say that you should watch this next show. It is called Leah Remini's Scientology and the Aftermath. So this docu-series is about her experience throughout the religion Scientology and how it affected her and what happened to her after she left. And she brings in some experts and some testimonies talking about this specific religion. It's been on the news for the last few years. Tom Cruise being like the poster boy for it. Yeah. And there's a lot of great information on this series. I've only watched the first episode, and wow. So I just wanted to let you guys know, if you're out there and you're going through something and you just want something to research a little bit, I would suggest that movie.
Yeah, I actually watched the whole documentary of that. It was so interesting, especially when it came out. Obviously, because I'm a Tom Cruise fan as well. But, it was very interesting. And so, yeah, you guys check it out. I definitely enjoyed it. Yeah. So for my pick, guys, it's no surprise here. My pick for this one is go watch The Mandalorian. Go watch The Mandalorian right now. Actually, stop watching us. No, wait. No, watch us.
No, watch.
Guys, I love this last episode, guys. It was called The Tragedy. It was so fulfilling, guys. I felt that I got transported back to Star Wars again because of how Robert Rodriguez directed it. Even you can feel like it was an Earth, like they were in Earth almost. Like I felt like I was at home here in California, and you see the stormtroopers. Guys, check out The Mandalorian, guys. They've done such a great job on this episode. We get a lot of people mentioned of their Star Wars. You know, and you know, I love what happens with little Yoda, with little baby Yoda. His name's Grogu, but you see that, and a lot of questions get you have more questions to find out because he actually is on a rock on this, and I could say this because it's on the thing, but he's on a rock, and there's this force that comes out of this rock, and it's supposed to do something, and summon the power with the force, and so there's so many good things. I'm really trying not to spoil it, guys. I hate that I can't. I don't want to either, to be honest with you. But you guys, if you guys haven't checked out The Mandalorian, if you guys are ever just wary about it, like, oh, I'll check it out later, guys, it's the best show on TV right now.
Absolutely.
And Robert Rodriguez did the best that I've seen a director do. One of the best that directors do in these shows with this past episode. I don't know if it's my favorite. It's hard, guys. That's how bad this is. This is how bad it is. I'm in quarrel with shows here. I'm like, no, but that one has it. It's amazing. It's amazing. Baby Yoda, oh man, he does something dirty to some of these stormtroopers. It's just, it was amazing, guys. So check it out, Mandalorian, Disney Plus. Don't miss it, guys. It's amazing.
Yeah, if you're a fan of the original trilogy, you're gonna want to watch the show, guys. So.
Oh wow. It was just so fulfilling to talk about that.
It was so good.
But anyway, guys, like always, we thank you guys for all the subscriptions, all the views. If you guys have anything to add to whatever we're saying, please join us down there on the comment section and let us know if we're wrong, if we're right. Anything you guys want to know, ask us. We will definitely comment back. But as always, and like always, stay
movie-minded.
Woo!